Welcome to the Manifesting Formula. I'm Christine Rizzo. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about change and why so many of us have a hard time when it comes to change in our lives. I will also let you in on why we need to change so we can feel good. And when we feel good, we can keep our vibes high and manifest what we want. So keep listening, my friends, to find out why it's so important for us to learn to change. Hello, my beautiful friends. What is going on? How are you? I am doing great. My vibes are high, and I'm about to see my daughter in a few weeks who lives in Manhattan. And I cannot wait to go shopping with her as well so I can buy her things for her new apartment. I'm so excited. I love shopping, especially for home decor. Get your journals out because I wanted to give you a few affirmations that I want you to add to all of the other affirmations that you've been writing in your journal. Are you ready? Here we go. Number 1, from this moment forward, I invite unlimited abundance into my life. Number 2, life is generous to me, and I am grateful for it. Number 3, I can and will have more than I ever dreamed possible. It's time to give a big shout out to all of my friends listening in the Philippines, as well as all of my friends listening in the state of Tennessee. Hello, hello, hello to you all. Thank you so very much for listening to the Manifesting Formula and for spreading the word to your family and friends. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, let's come from a place of gratitude so we can feel the love and so we can start off our day on high vibes. So, my friends, what are you thankful for today? Think about it and feel the positive energy flow through you. Today, I'm thankful for Jessie A03, who left me a review on Apple Podcasts. And this, my friends, is what she wrote. I recently began a manifesting journey and I came to browse podcasts and found your podcast. And I have been hooked since. I've heard almost all of them in the past 2 days. I have loved your vibe and the way you say things so clearly for the newbies to grasp without feeling overwhelmed with information. I even have been wanting to reach out for the one-on-one session, hopefully soon. One more review closer to 44. Thank you so much, Jessie. This is your sign to sign up for the 30-minute consult, to wanting to work one-on-one to go deeper in learning how to manifest. I appreciate your review. And yes, we are now at 42. So who are my peeps that are going to get me to 44, huh? Come on now. Can you help a sister out? I promise to read your review in one of my episodes. Last week, we talked about living in your past and how if we don't let go of our past, we will keep attracting things from our past into our today. Today, we're going to talk about change and why so many of us have a hard time with change in our lives. So let's get into today's episode. I've learned so much in these last 5 years, and because I've made a lot of changes in such a short amount of time, I've gone through a lot of resistance, failures, lots of crying, and lots of wins. I want you to know that I started this podcast because not only did Daniel keep hinting to me that I needed to, but also because I wanted to share with the world everything that I have learned when it comes to manifesting. But to be honest, it's not just about manifesting. Yes, manifesting can be detailed, as I've mentioned many times. My friends, it's about learning life's tools as well. So you will be able to create happiness within. And once you learn them, you will be able to manifest the shit out of whatever you want in your life. Because everyone deserves to live the life they've always dreamed of living. So let me tell you my story and how my transformation all started. Back in December of 2016, a few days before the ball dropping and from ringing in the new year, I knew I didn't want to do this for another year. I knew that I needed to break away and to start fresh. I knew that my only way for true happiness was freedom, and I knew what I needed to do. I knew that I needed to set myself free from the pain that I was in for years. And I knew that if I didn't do it now, I was truly going to fall apart. I was so tired of the fighting. I was so tired of feeling angry. I was so tired of the negativity throughout the house, the chaos every day. I was so fucking tired of the abusive words being thrown back and forth like fists swinging in a boxing match. So on January 1st of 2017, I made a commitment to myself and I asked my husband of 16 years for a divorce. I tried leaving a few times before that, but the timing was never right. The girls were way too young and I wasn't strong enough mentally. We lived this way for many years, and I have to be honest, I was fucking over it. I needed to breathe again. I needed to laugh again. I needed to be happy again because I was so far from it. I was tired of playing make believe in front of everyone. I was tired of not being true to myself. And I was tired of the lies, the many lies that we told one another every day. I left the marriage, settled for less than nothing, just so I could walk away. I knew that I would one day be able to support myself. I knew that I had dreams that I wanted to achieve, and I knew that I wasn't going to let anyone stop me. What I didn't know was how to get out of the continuous fighting that carried on and off throughout our 2.5 year divorce. I was divorcing this man for a reason, not to still fight and feel the negative energy. My friends, it felt worse than when we were married, and that is exactly when I knew I needed to do something. I knew I had to fix this for myself, and I also knew that I couldn't change him or his actions. I knew that I couldn't make him be someone that he wasn't. I knew that I needed to change my thoughts about what he may say or do for me to be at peace with where all of this was going. So I hired a life coach where we worked weekly so we could dig deep into my issues and why I was showing up in the world and attracting the things into my life that I was. I also wound up buying a shitload of self help audiobooks so I could listen to them when I would go on my walks or whenever I was driving in the car. I listened to the audiobooks that I purchased over and over and over again to the point that I could recite them in my sleep. I wanted the knowledge of them to embed into my brain so I could start living that way as my truth. Weeks into working on myself, my life started to change right in front of my eyes. Things around me started to look more and more beautiful. All the things that I never paid any attention to in the past seemed new and different. The world around me was brighter and the colors were much more vibrant. I looked forward to drinking my coffee outside every day so I could listen to the birds sing and watch them chase one another. I would get a kick out of watching the squirrels act completely crazy. Those silly critters would like freeze when they would notice me, then run up a tree as fast as they could. Isn't it so funny when they do that? They're like all crazy and psycho. I even had this cute little adorable lizard take up vacancy in my portable grill. I would talk to him every day, which sounds like completely crazy. I know. Do not judge me. I even helped him through his shedding stage, making sure he wasn't going through any anxiety of letting go. I would actually miss seeing him if he left Casa de Grill for a few days, worried and hoping he wasn't killed or eaten by one of the feral cats that lived on the block. Then one day I started to question myself. What the hell is happening to me? Is this shit for real? Have I been abducted? Can someone please tell me where the fuck Christine went? I felt like fucking Snow White, like I was in a fairy tale on acid with this gigantic smile watching the animals run all around. By the way, I've never taken acid in my life, so that's really just a metaphor. But if I did, I feel like that is what I would have experienced. My truth was changing all around me. My eyes were being opened to what the universe has given us all, the art of learning how to live in the moment by living in the now. I was taking it all in, and I was so much happier. People around me were nicer, or so it seemed to me. My perception of the world was changing, and I loved what I saw. Everything around me started to change drastically for the better, and I was loving every moment of it. Friends noticed, saying, "Christine, you look really happy. You seem different. You look so free." I was starting to learn how to love myself and the world around me. And once I understood how to love myself fully, that is when my life really started to shift more than ever. My friends, change is good. Change is amazing. We are only scared of change because of the unknown. But you see, we are meant to change. As humans, we were made to grow throughout life. We are meant to go through challenges, hardships, and sorrow. We are meant to experience love and happiness. We grow immensely from change. And though change can be difficult, it helps us to grow as humans. If we don't learn to grow, we will just stay the same in a place of normalcy because it's comfortable. But unfortunately, most of us don't like change. We are scared of it. We feel intimidated by it. I used to think that the unknown was scary, especially knowing that I had absolutely no control over it, until my faith deepened, knowing and believing that the universe will always take care of me, that the universe will always lead me in the right direction, even when it's not familiar. I know and trust that I am led down that path because there is something that I need to learn. Today, I never question. I just know and believe. Understanding that we don't have control over anything but ourselves can be difficult to comprehend. I get it. But the truth is that we can only control our thoughts and our actions. What is so amazing about this is that we are able to change how we choose to think about change. We can learn to think that change is good for us and that it will help us grow, which is important for us to do as humans. Or we can stay stuck in our beliefs, thinking that change is bad, that we don't like it, and we never will, which is exactly what our brain wants us to do. The brain doesn't like change, it wants to resist it. To do something completely different requires much more energy than we are used to giving to what we are used to doing. You see, your brain is designed to do things that are familiar to keep you out of danger. If you don't break patterns, if you're not going into unfamiliar areas, you're not going to be able to function at your highest efficiency. Your brain does not want to change, not because it doesn't like you, not because it doesn't want to improve, not because it doesn't want to be better, but because of the way it was designed. I've been thinking a lot about change and asking myself, why is change so hard? Why do we feel change is difficult? Why is change hard for us? I mean, how great would it be if we were like, I want to start working out for an hour every day? Done. I want to walk away from my job so I can start my own business. Done. I want to leave my relationship after 15 years. Done. What if there was no resistance to change? So, like, whatever it is we want in our life, we just did it. Wouldn't that be so freaking amazing? We would be able to control ourselves in every way that we wanted, right? I mean, we could just do whatever it is we want. I'm just going to pick up and move to a totally different country where I don't even know the language. Why is it that we immediately face resistance as soon as we want to change something? I mean, why would we want to explore the world? Why would we want to try new things? Why would we want to learn anything different than we already know? That would take a lot of fucking energy to go back to school so we could start a new career, to move to a new state, town, or country because the universe is pulling us in that direction. Why would we want to do those things when we could just stay where we are doing the same old shit we have always been doing? I mean, how fucking boring is that? My friends, it's time to live a little. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and start dancing on the bar like you have not a care in the world. Start having fun by living your life and by being open to change because change really is good. I went through quite a bit of change in a short amount of time. I got divorced. I moved 3 times. I reinvented myself. I started a new relationship with someone I have known since kindergarten, thanks to good old Facebook. We love you, Mark Zuckerberg. I got remarried. He moved from California to Florida so we could be together. We moved in together. Holy crap, lots of change there. I went back to school to start a new career. I started my own coaching practice, designed and created my website. I wrote a book, which became a bestseller, and I started a podcast. And I did all of this within 4 years. Trust me, I get it. It was not easy by any means. It was definitely challenging at times, and I had quite a bit of resistance. But I had a dream. I also knew that I was the only one that could get me to where I wanted to be. I also knew that I would grow from what I was going through. And I knew that I was going to succeed no matter how many times I failed. I just knew it and I kept going. I embraced every moment and I would tell myself that the universe will always have my back, that the universe will always take care of me. And I never doubted that. I just knew. Life may not always be easy, but that is because we are meant to be challenged so we can evolve. We grow from our experiences, from our achievements, and from our failures. Our lives are meant to be difficult at times and rewarding as well. When we don't accept change, we wind up feeling more pain throughout our life than when we learn to accept it. If feelings of being uncomfortable have come or feelings of unhappiness, this is probably the reason why. Your intuition is sending you signals that it's time for you to evolve. Your mind craves change, so don't suppress the emotions of fear and anxiety. Lean into them and take on the challenge. Let them go through you. I can promise you there really is truly a rainbow on the other side because, my friends, I am living proof of it. You have to push through the obstacles instead of running from them if you want to evolve and feel freedom that life has to offer. Many times we learn to have fears that we have created because other people have projected their beliefs onto us. No one can decide what is right for you in your life. No one can decide what you should do or what you shouldn't do. No one can decide how you should be living your life. No one can decide if the person you are with is right or wrong for you, if you should stay in your current relationship or if you should leave. No one knows what is right for you in your life. Only you know those answers. You get to make those choices. So, my friends, you have the choice to change your thinking. Even though your brain may want to resist it, you can have full control over your mind and your thoughts, or you can let your mind and your thoughts control you. So tell me, are you willing to use your brain, which happens to be your most powerful tool? Are you willing to use your thoughts to create the life you want? Change isn't as hard or as bad as many make it out to be. It's the way that you decide to think about change. That's what is going to determine whether it's easy or hard for you, how you choose to see things. It's your choice. Because you, my friends, are in control of how you choose to live. Take your power back from the fear of the unknown and embrace the beauty of change. Thank you all for listening to the Manifesting Formula. If you have any questions about today's episode, you can reach me at christinerizzo@christinerizzo.com, or you can contact me in the show notes. Have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world, sending you all so much love and abundance. And if no one has told you today, I love you. Bye. See you next week. My friends, if you are interested in coaching with me one-on-one, where we will meet weekly for private sessions, I would love to work with you so you can start manifesting everything that you have ever wanted. In my 6-month coaching program, where we will work closely together, clearing the blocks that are holding you back from manifesting everything that you have ever wanted, I will teach you lifetime tools that you'll be able to use every day in your life. We will meet weekly for 60 minutes through Google Meets, where we will go deeper into manifesting. You will also get access to me in between our sessions through either email, text, Marco Polo, or WhatsApp for when you have questions or if you're going through something that you have trouble figuring out. I will be right there with you. I will also record a weekly video for you on the topic that was spoken about during our session, so you can go back anytime to remind yourself what we went over. You will get super fun assignments that will help to keep you accountable for reaching your goals. You will also get a copy of my book, Unleash Your Inner Goddess, Start Living the Life You Deserve, as well as weekly affirmations sent to you that pertain to your sessions. My friends, this is what it's all about, learning to become a master at manifesting. So if you're interested in going deeper into manifesting and working with me one-on-one, sign up for a 30-minute consult in the show notes. Or you can go to my website at www.christinerizzo.com and sign up for your 30-minute consult. Just click the link in the show notes. It's as simple as that. I look forward to meeting you and helping you create the life you deserve.